Heck, could I be having any more fun? Vicky here with another fluency tip. This one is game focused, and the game of today is Friends Trivial Pursuit. So this is valid for any Trivial Pursuit game, just any kind of quiz game. And I'm going to give you some tips for how I use this game when I am practicing learning a language. So these are things that you can do on your own, and you can also try with friends if you have friends who like friends or friends who like Trivial Pursuit, like quiz games, and want to play with you. So you don't have to get the friends version of Trivial Pursuit. That's just the one that I have because I love friends. And it's a fun way for me to quiz myself about something that I know and love and get all of that vocabulary, because there is friends specific vocabulary, as in like all the information related to the show. And when it's in different languages, because of how they have dubbed the show, some of the information has changed. So that's always fun and confusing for me. But one thing that you don't have to do that I have done is that I have the game in multiple languages. So I have the Spanish version and the French version of the game. And sometimes what I'll do is to take the French card and then compare it to the same Spanish card and see how that helps me to understand words that I didn't understand in French. And also to see, is the question the same? Because maybe that's something that they dubbed differently, and so the question's different. Okay, so in the little container, you'll have your dice with the different colors, and then you'll also have the wheel where you can put the little wedges. It doesn't come with the wedges. This version of the game doesn't, but you can do what I did and steal the wedges from your family's Trivial Pursuit game, or you could probably buy like little wedges or make your own. Lots of options. It's not the most important part of the game. I mean, it is fun. So definitely do that if you want to have those it's like a little prize for every question that you answer, put the little wedge in. So yeah, what I do is basically read the question, and if I understand the question, if I understand all the words in the question or enough of the words to get the context, because it's not always about understanding every single word. If I understand the question enough that I can answer it, then I will answer the question. And I like to put as much information into my answer as possible. So I will try to use the vocabulary and grammar from the question itself in my answer. And I then flip it over and see what the answer is. And usually the answer is shorter than whatever I had specifically said. So that's fine. I pat on the back to me for going above and beyond with my practice. And when there are words that I don't understand, then that's when I might choose to use the little rhyme there, to use the other friends game that I have in another language, or I will look in a dictionary, i.e. Google Translate or Word Reference. Yes, sometimes I use Google Translate. We all do it. Let's not lie. So yeah, that's how I will find the words that I don't know. Obviously, you can keep track of anything that you learn from these questions, anything that you find useful that you want to use again or you think you'll want to use again in the future. Take note of that you'll want to use again or that you think you'll want to use again. if they're words that are really specific to like really technical and you know that the chance of you using that word again are slim to none, then it's up to you. But I wouldn't write that down because that's that's space that you're using up for words that you really want to have in your memory. So that's just my 2 cents there. But you can do whatever your little heart desires. And that's basically it. It's super simple and it's really fun. I sit down with the intention of just completing one card, and I usually end up going through a couple of cards. And and then I'm done. I call it a day. How fun is that? I got language practice in on a topic that I like, and I potentially learned some new words as well. Now, when my husband's around and he's feeling generous, I ask him if he will ask me some of the questions from the cards. So either the Spanish ones or the French ones or even the English ones. Like it does not matter. I have fun playing the English version, and I think you will too if you like the game Friends, or sorry. This is the game Friends. If you like the TV show Friends, then you will probably like the game, this specific Trivial Pursuit Friends game. So those are just the really basic ways that you can have a blast using something simple like questions and answers to practice English. Now, I'm not going to read any of the cards to you because I think that you should go out and purchase it should you want to play. But it does have some questions on the back, so I'll leave you with these questions and maybe you can answer them in the comments if you know the answers. Okay. What is Joey's middle name? Yes, Joey Tribbiani. What finally makes Chandler cry? Yes, our dear friend Chandler Bing, who is made of stone and cannot cry. What finally makes him cry? What does Rachel call her Sphinx cat? Remember that hairless cat that's like a snake? But it's not, it's a cat. What does Rachel call her cat? What does she name it? And finally, what is Monica's New Year's resolution? These are the questions to tempt you into buying the game on the back. And if you know the answers, put them in the comments. And if you have any questions about putting trivia to use for English practice, let me know. And if you have any other ideas for how to use it, share them with your friends and tell us what your ideas are. Okay, I'm going to play a round of Friends Trivial Pursuit since I have my cards out. I'll see you later. Have a fabulous day.